welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing another no makeup video because over the past 2 days I've been like really busy. I went to Camden on Saturday and I've been doing a market on Sunday. Today is Monday, I'm at work tomorrow. So I feel really drained and I just don't want to put makeup on. I just don't have the effort to put makeup on. So we're doing another no makeup video. My acne is kind of, I don't know what it's doing. I have really dry skin and acne is always really weird and crusty. TMI. But today I'm going to be doing like a recent haul slash DIY stuff. It's either been DIY'd, secondhand, and there's like 1 or 2 things that have been bought brand new. So let's get into it, shall we? So first up, if you watch any of my DIY videos, you might have seen me DIY this. This is a teddy bear originally from Build-A-Bear Workshop, and I turned him into a backpack. There was a zip just here. Where's the just here, so you could open up his back and put stuff in there. But this was a really cute DIY, and this originally only cost me £3 from my charity shop, and it's a great price. It's a really big stuffed toy, and I'm not sure if you can see, like, this is my head, it's like the same size as me. And it makes a really good backpack and get everything in here that I need to get in here, and it's so cute and I really love it. Next I have some more DIY accessories. So there are some chokers, some belts, some waist chains. If you know me in person, you know I'm really into wearing these waist chains with like everything recently. Belts, collars, jeans, whatever. First 2 waist chains I did do a DIY video on, and that was the 3rd one in that DIY video that I ended up culling for parts. I didn't quite like how it turned out. But the first one I have here is bird skull and pentagram chain waist chain thing. You can just clip it to or from, or you can wear it as a necklace if you're that way inclined. I got the chain off AliExpress and I got about 5 meters for £1 something, and I have ordered a lot more because I've been really into making these and I might consider selling them. This one as well I DIY. This has been an absolute favourite recently. I love this 3 chain layer. This chain belt I did DIY but not in a video. I used the grommet tape that I've used in a couple of previous videos, and some chains. Again, have that 3-layered effect with a bit more texture. My boyfriend has one a lot like this. I kind of copied him. This one was also really cheap, and you can either make grommet tape yourself or buy grommet tape. But honestly, I love how these turned out. They are super duper cute, and they're so easy to make. It's not like it's a hard thing to do. So if you do get a chance, I do recommend making it for yourself. Another DIY I've done recently is this O-ring belt. I do actually own one of these. I bought brand new a couple of years back, and it's still holding up pretty good shape. That one's too big for me. I had to get a smaller one. I noticed that I did change out the studs on my belt from the metal popper ones to these flat lay ones, because the other ones, they weren't long enough really to hold it together, and mine kept on falling apart. I had to want new ones to fall apart, but these ones will hold it in really well. I've been wearing this like non-stop and it hasn't affected it in the slightest. What I would say to do for the back is maybe just glue fabric over it so it doesn't catch on anything. But all of this holds up really well, and you can use the same process that I showed you guys how to make this to make yourself a DIY collar choker. This is using the same O-ring and the same base, and when I bought the belt for that, I originally bought 2 belts. This one was a lot longer. It's quite thinner than the other one, but it was a lot longer, obviously. And I just cut it down to my neck size, or a little bit over, and added a few holes. It's a really rudimentary stab it through technique, but I think it turned out really cool. And if you are into like chokers and collars, this is a really easy way to make one. I'll probably be doing a DIY on DIY chokers and collars shortly when I have some time just to sit down and do it. But this is the one that was really simple, and it's just the same techniques as I used to make the belt, just a smaller version. Last on belts, I have this chain belt thing. I got this from my charity shop for only £1, and it has this little really cool square with circles cut out, and it's like a hip chain, waist chain thing with a really long cord, so I can imagine sizes. But I really like this. It's only £1. I think it's really cute. I wear it with a few outfits, like a little accessory if I feel like being fancy. But I really enjoy this, and for only £1 you really can't go wrong for that price. Next I have a couple of berets. If you know me, you know I don't stop wearing berets. And the other day in Poundland of all places, I came across this eyelet studded beret, and it originally only had the big eyelets, but I didn't have any eyelets along this area, so I added some small ones in, so when I did the front bit it didn't look so different. But I like the small ones and the big ones on the top. It only cost me £2 on sale. I could have totally made this for myself. I probably will do a DIY on how you can make this for yourself and not buy it, but for the price of a beret and the time, £2, You really can't go wrong for that, but I will be doing a DIY on something similar to this shortly. And then another DIY I did recently, I got this beret for Secret Santa, and I just spiked it out because I really enjoy the spiked beret. I do have a black one that I literally went non-stop. But it's really cool, it's really spiky, and people will love it. I think it's really funky, and it has a really cool different shimmer and textures. But I do have a DIY on how you can do this from a Vlogmas. It's not exactly how I do it now. I do put a lot more spikes on than I did in that one. I put like maybe 100 to like 90 to 100 spikes, whereas the other one I only used 50, but it's just a case of stabbing it through the beret and screwing it tight. So I promise there's only a few more accessories to go before we get onto clothes. Here I have a pair of shoes that I bought. So recently I started working and I needed a pair of shoes that were plain and simple and like very work friendly, not huge platforms. So I picked up these and they're very, I don't know, they give me Victorian winkle picker vibes. They are from the brand Miso, M-I-S-O, which is in Sports Direct in the UK. They were only £16, and I went everywhere looking for a pair of comfy, flat, well-fitting shoes. These were the only ones I could find, to be honest. I have a really weird foot shape, so not everything fits me perfectly, but these fit me really, really nicely, and for only £16 they were reduced. Whew, so we are finally on to clothing. I do have a big pile of clothing here. I have this huge pile of clothing. Most of it is thrifted, a couple of things aren't thrifted, and I'll show you them when we get to them. So let's start with the top of the pile, shall we? So first here I have this t-shirt from Jilted Generation, and it's Little Red Riding Hood, and it says, "Who is afraid of the big bad wolf?" This is a men's size small, and I picked this up in a charity shop for £3.50. I think that might have been a bit of an overcharge because the tag had £2.50, but I was about to argue again that it's a charity shop and it's just £1. I really like this. It kind of had that weird aesthetic to it, and it just seemed really kind of different. And I'll probably turn it into a like crop top or a tank top for summer, as like men's size small is my size in men's, but not my favourite size. I'll probably turn it into like a tank top. But when I did Google this brand, and to get this t-shirt brand new, it's about £40. I had to find, it was a Swedish site, so I had to convert from Swedish krona into pounds, and it was £40. So £3.50 for that isn't bad at all. So next we're on to the huge array of jeans that I have recently purchased. Most of these are from charity shops, like this pair, which is originally from Per Una, which is a brand that is sold at M&S in the UK. This O-ring was not on there originally, and it was originally a pair of, I think it was wide-legged, like flared trouser bottoms, but I took them in using my sewing machine skills, and I will have a link to the card on how you can slim down trouser legs for yourself. But these ones were Per Una originally, and they only cost me £3, and I slimmed the leg in as well as distressing the hem, because I really like the distressed hem aesthetic, and I added a split keyring to the back as well as a jump ring to the front, so I can add my chain details onto my jeans really easy. It has a like extra effect to it, so even if you're not wearing a chain, it still has a kind of pop of silver there. I will be on Saturday in Camden from the store Black Widow, and I'll have their shop links down below. They're really, really nice, and I really love these jeans. They're originally from Run and Fly, and I paid £35 for these. You can find these jeans for, I think it's £33 on a site. I'll have it linked down below, but because I bought these in person and I got to try them on and get my right fit, I was perfectly happy paying only £2 more for a pair of jeans, and now I know in the future what size I am in Run and Fly jeans. These are a pair of black and white striped jeans, and I've been wanting a pair of black and white striped jeans for the longest time. I was literally on the verge of DIYing them, even though I don't really know how I could DIY them. I guess I'll paint black stripes on a pair of white jeans, and I might do that. There are a pair of white jeans in my local charity shop in my size that I might buy, and see if I can DIY something akin to this, maybe horizontal stripes, not vertical, but we'll have to see how I do that. But £35 is a really nice quality pair of jeans. All these other pairs of jeans would have been a lot more than that to buy brand new, so I'm quite satisfied with my purchase, and I honestly will not let them go, they are my babies. But I do need to take them up on the bottom because I am very short. But if you're a tall person, there's like a lot of room in the bottom of these feet. I'm 5'2", so these jeans are way too long for me, but I will take them up using my sewing skills. Next I have another pair of jeans, surprise surprise, and it is by M&S brand specifically, so it's the in-house brand, and it used to be a slim bootcut jean, but again, I took them in. But again, yeah, I kind of took these jeans in because I like that more mum jean fitting. You can take jeans into a slim fit jean if you're that way inclined. And I, again, just dressed the bottom. See, people think I'm wearing the same jeans every day, but I'm not. I have like 5 pairs of the same style jean, and added the O-ring and the loop to the back as well. And these only cost me £3 from the same charity shop. And this is another pair of jeans. These are actually men's jeans, and I got these off the same 50p rail I got these off of, but a different time. So these are a pair of men's, I think they're meant to be work jeans. They're from Daniel Reed. It's a men's 32 waist, and they're again way too long for me. But again, I took the leg in and I cut off the hem so I can have that distressed look, and added my signature O-ring to the front and back, just because I like to clip anything I can to my jeans. And they're really comfy, they're really soft. They're kind of made to look like jeans, but the material is not denim, but it looks like jeans. My brain is confused. Next I have another DIY slash thrifted purchase, and this does need a wash, so the distressing does the distressing thing where it kind of goes all fluffy, but I haven't washed it yet because I just made it. So this is a denim skirt, which is originally from New Look, and I thrifted this for 50p. A local charity shop has a 50p rail where everything's like really cheap, stuff that doesn't sell, and this is only 50p. So I DIY'd this into this distressed skirt, and I'll have linked in the cards how I did it. I think it was the most recent video I've done before this one, and obviously I had the little O-rings on the back. So this turned out really well, and people are really loving it and saying it turned out way better than the original. The original of this skirt would cost you £42, and mine cost me £3. Next I have a velvet dress, which again I bought in a charity shop, and this is originally from Ozone, which I can't figure out what that brand is, but it's like a really cute, very 90s midi bodycon velvet dress with a nice crossover detail in the front, and this only cost me a whopping 99p. Okay, the final two things, this haul's gonna be quite small if editing doesn't help me. I got this John Bon Jovi t-shirt. I originally bought this for my mum because she loves John Bon Jovi. I also love John Bon Jovi. I kind of grew up on John Bon Jovi. This is from his Euro Crush tour in 2000, and the artwork on the front says John Bon Jovi Forever with the big skull captain and stuff, and I really like this. I got this for 99p off the 99p sale rail at another local charity shop, and it is a men's medium, and it's from Fruit of the Loom. Like I said, I did buy this for my mum, but she doesn't wear this. It's kind of like a joke gift, but I have it now and I really like it. It's really slouchy and comfy, and I think I might be doing some DIYs to this in a DIY video soon. Last but not least, we have another 99p t-shirt. I have a thing with buying t-shirts for 99p because it's a good quality t-shirt and it's cheap. So this one is originally from Marks and Spencer's, and it cost me 99p. I think it's a woman's t-shirt because it's a size 16, which is women's sizing, but it is very much styled like a men's t-shirt, like a men's large t-shirt, but it's really comfy. It's really thick. It is like really nice thick material, and for 99p I can't go wrong. And I do want to do a DIY on this one as well with like some bleach. I think I'm doing some bleach DIYs coming up in the future, like distressing and that kind of stuff. That's it for my haul. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys to stay safe, hit the dark and like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I post, which is 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you want to see any of them videos, be sure to stay notified, because YouTube doesn't really do it that excellently when you just hit the subscribe button. And if you ever want to get in contact with me, all my social media links are down below. So thank you for watching, and bye.